course. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I was so excited. I watched this movie and I thought it was a blast. I thought both of you did a phenomenal job. I love a thriller. I love a horror movie. And this is the
Thank
first
you.
one, of course, to come out between the Blumhouse and Epix deals. So I feel like there's a little bit of pressure. How do you feel about being the ones to set the bar?
I have no awareness of it.
I had no idea. It was like
Breaking news.
One of the last days of shooting, and they were like, this is the first of like 8 movies, I think. And I was like, oh, I didn't know.
It's cool. I mean, it's exciting to be the first film.
Yeah.
So I hope we made them happy with what we made. I'm glad to hear that you like the film, so that's wonderful.
I thought it was really fun. And I saw that you guys actually did film on site in New Orleans in this crazy old house. What was that like?
Oh gosh, I love the house. I thought it was so beautiful. It was just this stunning space. It was this plantation and so much history in New Orleans altogether, but it was definitely the right house and character for the movie. I thought it was definitely a character. What do you think, Leah?
I thought it really like fit the script. It almost felt like the script was written for the house. It was like a perfect, it was very old, and so it gave you this creepy vibe, but it was also so beautiful.
I love that. I love that you called it a character, because it very much was a character of the.
Yeah, a lot of the time sets are the characters of the movies, and they really bring it to life. If you don't have the right set, it doesn't always make it perfect.
It set the space for all of us to be alive in it. It fits the genre, it fits the story. But yeah,
I love that. And Leah, I want to talk to you for a second about your character of the daughter. I feel like people can look at a character like this and think of it as like a throwaway character, and I didn't feel that way about her at all. And I think it's a lot of what you did with her and her storyline with Jacob as Isaac and this like creepy connection. Can you talk to me a little bit about coming up with who she was for you?
Yeah, I tried not to play her as just like the one note kid who's upset and scared, because a lot of time the kids are, like you said, are very just lost in the story. But she was like a really big part of the film. She's a lot of Angela's character's motivation for a lot of what happens, and a lot of it is sort of because a lot of it has to do with her because this boy finds this interest in her. And I found sort of during filming, I kind of discovered within the character that she really is hungry for love because of her parents are so distracted from her and very focused on each other that she kind of feels that disconnect. And so she's sort of immature in that way. And so she really wants to feel that connection. And, a lot of teens can relate, when a boy gives you attention, it's hard, to not like fall in love immediately and like, oh my gosh, he thinks I'm pretty, So it's as the movie goes on, I think she sort of is forced to grow up and she loses that innocence within her. And it's kind of, it's sad almost how she has to go through all that.
Yeah, I saw her a little bit too as a cautionary tale, because I don't know about you guys. I started watching horror and thriller when I was very young, probably younger than I should have. And so I saw her as like with this stranger, this older person that she has no business being with, and just kind of seeing that as a, hey guys, if this happens to you, say something. Don't go along with the creepy 18-year-old.
Yeah. I think innocent, younger girls who aren't, because she's not very aware of, how I think she's sort of at that age where she grew up very like all of a sudden she became like someone that guys may be interested in and she doesn't really realize it. And I think people are taking advantage of that innocence. And that's what Angela as the mom is so like disgusted and trying to protect me from is, losing that about, who Anna is as the character.
Exactly. And Angela, talk to me about Jessica. I found her to be such an interesting conundrum of a character because she seems so strong and powerful on the outside. And then she's going through this like broken moment on the inside. What was it about her that you like loved? And was it hard for you kind of to judge where she was at in life and the choices she was making?
Well, I was thinking about who she is in the beginning and who she becomes at the end. Very different. There's a journey that she goes on. And to be at this moment, this very kind of pivotal moment in your life, it's so hard, I think, to try to find how you're going to. My mom would always say, if something's broken, it's hard to put it back together. It won't ever be the same. So with Jessica, I think for her, it's so important that the unit stays together. That's what she says she wants. But I think in truth, maybe it's something very different. I think that a lot of what happens may be a manifestation of the things that she actually wants. So what we sometimes say we want and what actually happens in life can be very different. And I think there's a kind of very metaphoric way that we look at that in this film. I love this genre for that reason. Like you, I started watching horror from a way too young age. These movies of kids, you know, like these kids that I can't remember the titles, but I remember being like 11 or 10 and watching them. And it was about kids that would do horrible things. Like they would burn people. I don't know, I don't want to talk about it, but
like Children of the Corn kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the movie I'm talking about. So, so like Leah was saying, that I think that what happens with her, this innocent kind of love, or so she thinks it is a great reflection of Jessica and her love. Because maybe at one point she fell in love with this professor and was attracted to him and wanted to be with him. Very similar to what we discover is the love affair he has with his student in the film. Right. So I was just thinking that innocence of falling in love can turn out to be very dangerous and very toxic. And so I think for Jessica, it's about protecting her daughter and protecting that innocence that was once within her, and to fight for her place in this world. So
I love that. I love that answer. Thank you.
Yeah.
What were your favorite scenes to film in this movie? There's so many and they're all so different. So I just want to know Leah, do you have a favorite scene?
I loved the scene that I shot with Jacob in the grocery store. It was kind of a funny, like, full circle thing, because it was one of the last things that we shot, but it actually comes in very early in the movie. And the second day that I met him the night before, and then in the morning, Alex wanted us to kind of like have a little read through, and Paul was there, and then we were just going through the scene with me and Jacob, and I had just met this guy, and it was a little uncomfortable. I'm like, I gotta flirt with this 25-year-old guy. It's a little strange. And later we laughed about it, and he was like, oh my gosh, it was awkward. I hated that. But then we got to like we had such a good friendship that by the end of it, shooting that scene was like almost funny. We were kind of laughing at each other the whole time, because it was like so not how we were buddies. So that was one of my favorite scenes to shoot, and it went so well, and we got it done like so quickly, because we just both like knew each other so well that we were able to just do it great. And Alex was like, perfect, just do it like that, do it a few more times.
No problem.
Yeah.
I think, Angela, what about you? Did you have a favorite moment or favorite scene?
Well, actually, I love their scene too. I mean, after watching it, I was just like, oh, it's such a great scene. I really loved it. I wasn't there, but it was such a great scene. Let me think. You know, I think with Leah in the car, there was a moment that it just felt like a beautiful moment, because there is a theme of this shoot that was very unique. It's just that we had this opportunity for 3 weeks or however long it was to be together, and we really got to know each other. Yeah, I got to know Leah, who she is, her mom, for Jacob, and in that scene, I think that there is this beautiful opportunity where I try to reach her. Like, I really talk to Leah, and I cherish those kinds of moments. There's several, though. There was another moment on the couch when she's sitting next to me, and we hear the record play, and everything kind of falls apart from that point on, which I thought, I just remember her energy, her warmth to my left, and just wanted to hold her and protect her. And, you know, we were a unit, and I think that's, yeah.
It definitely, your connection and your friendship definitely shows through in the film. I believe every second of you two as a mother and daughter. One, great casting, and your chemistry is perfect. And just to end, because this is a thriller horror movie, what is your favorite thriller horror movie?
I love the Saw series. Seen all of them 4 different times.
Oh, that's
a good one.
Fun. Oh gosh. Wait, Chucky? Do you remember Chucky?
Oh yeah, Child's Play.
I've never seen that.
Oh my gosh.
It's so
I've never
good.
seen Friday the 13th either,
I haven't
or
seen
Halloween.
either,
I
but
haven't seen Halloween either.
my favorite, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there. That's what's popping in my head right
I love it.
now. And The Sixth Sense. Did you ever
That
see
is a great one. I remember watching that and being mind blown, just like everybody. M. Night Shyamalan, killing it.
Angela Sarafyan?
I know. And Leah, I just want to tell you, I saw Eternals this weekend. You were so good in it, and it's
Thank
such a
you.
great movie. Congratulations!
Thank you so
I
much.
feel like I couldn't leave without telling you that because you were
Aw.
amazing. It's so hard as a young actress. People look at you in a different way, and I thought you killed it. So
Thank you so much. That's
Just-
Can't wait to see you, Leah.
yeah, you guys will see.
awesome, ladies. Well, thank you so much, and everyone, make sure to go see A House on the Bayou.